New York Post. USA Today demoted me for a tweet because its woke newsrooms are out of touch with readers. Check this out. I was USA Today's, I'm going to skim. I was USA Today's deputy editorial page editor until August when I was demoted after I tweeted, quote, people who are pregnant are also women. Can you imagine? That idea was forbidden because a news reporter covering diversity, equity, and inclusion wrote a story detailing how transgender men can get pregnant. They can't. I compounded my sin against this new orthodoxy by calling the idea that men can get pregnant an opinion. Wasn't allowed to say that that was an opinion. Had to be fact. Had to be fact. If I wanted to keep my job or any job at USA Today, my bosses informed me I needed to delete those offensive tweets because they were causing pain to the LGBTQ activists and journalists on our staff. And this is the best line. I've been an opinion journalist for 30 years. I thought I was authorized to have opinions. No, you're not. You're not anymore. So this is where we're at now. You understand how this slippery slope, I always say the slippery slope is like a slip and slide now. I don't even know if that suffices because sometimes the slip and slide, I'd get on there and I wouldn't slide. This is like a water slide that's like straight up and down and there's no room to even catch up. People are like, wait a minute, what? I can't just say that that's an opinion? I can't say there's a difference between a man and a woman biologically? What? I can't criticize the idea of puberty blockers in children? Why? The silencing. That's why. And that's why I started out with a conversation on groupthink, and now you're getting here because I'm trying to show that what we're doing here is really, really sick and sinister when it comes to silencing people who see the world differently, who have questions, or in some cases who are just stating facts, right? The fact that there are biological men and biological women, that's a fact. It's a fact. You don't have to like it. You could be like, I don't like that fact. You know what? I don't like a lot of facts. I don't like the fact that it's humid in Florida. Do you see my hair? Do I need to bring attention to it again? Tyler's like, please, Jed, minimize attention. People won't notice if you just shh. I don't like that, but I'm not going to say I don't like it, walk outside, and it's going to feel like Massachusetts air. No, it's Florida. It's Florida. And it's funny, I had a conversation with a very gay friend of mine, very young, yesterday. I called him and I said, listen, I need to talk to you. He said, what? He's like, you want me to come visit? I said, maybe. But also, I said, am I missing something here with the gender? Tell me the truth. Am I being insensitive or am I missing something? And he said to me, these were his words, no. He said, I'm not attracted to women. I'm attracted to men. Women and men are different. I'm not attracted to women. I'm not attracted to women dressed as men. I'm attracted to men. They're different. And he just said it like that. And I just, and I legitimately called because I was like, wait a minute, am I missing something where, in the same way that I asked, with the Trump stolen election, I'm like, tell me what it is. And I would sit here and have a conversation with someone who sees this issue very differently too, but we have to be able to at least acknowledge that biological men and women exist, right? There has to be we can't talk about the fact that, planet Earth, let's make it better if we don't acknowledge it's a planet, right? There's got to be some thread of just fact that underlies all of this, right? Apparently not. Apparently not. Sanity is turning into madness, and madness is getting glorified, and sanity is getting silenced. That's what's happening. How many genders do you think there are? Just think about it. This is a rhetorical question. Rhetorical question I'm asking the people at home. How many genders? You might say 2. Maybe somebody said 4. Well, no. You're all wrong, Tyler. I'm here to tell you, Jorge too, everyone's wrong. In fact, there are more than 150 genders. Okay, 150. Telegraph. Let's take a look. BBC staff told there are more than 150 genders, and they're urged to develop a trans brand. The Telegraph has obtained material provided to radio staff by Global Butterflies, a transgender group that the BBC drafted in for training sessions last summer and autumn. Emails were sent to radio producers and program editors, some from heads of departments, urging them to attend the training. During the sessions, leaked to the Telegraph, staff were shown an array of gender-neutral pronouns they should be using, including ze, them, and theirs. Okay? And we're told people can self-identify themselves in over 150 ways and increasing. Soon it could be 500. Staff were told they should include their pronouns in email signature boxes to be part of your trans brand as an inclusive and welcoming, brilliant show of ally support. So not only do you need to not laugh hysterically when somebody says, 150 genders? I'm supposed to swallow that. Really, I'm supposed to sit here, swallow that, and just say, okay, that's the basis of a factual conversation. Now come on. 150 genders? That's fantasy. Here we are again in the land of Oz. Not only that, though, the last part is the best part. You, too, should sign with your pronouns in the email because you have to show solidarity. So if you don't sign with your pronouns because you're like, well, I'm a girl, I'm female, why do I have to tell everybody that? And also, why do I need to put that in my, maybe that's you. Not good enough. You have to do it because that showcases that you are part of the cause. You're part of the cause. And if you're not part of the cause, maybe you don't keep your job. Maybe you don't. I'm not saying the Telegraph's going to fire people. I'm saying it happens in places. Maybe you don't keep your job. Maybe you're ostracized. Oh, did you get that email? She didn't put her pronoun. She doesn't. She's not one of us. She doesn't believe in the cause. She's a homophobe. She's anti-trans. I mean, they'll come up with, I don't even know how many words. I don't even know. Can you say anti-trans, or is trans not a thing now? Is there a better word for it? I feel like I'm going to wake up tomorrow. It's going to be a better word. You're not going to be able to say trans anymore. I had a friend went to a gay pride parade in New York. Gay guy. He called me. He said, I'm not cool enough for this parade. So wasn't this about the gays at one point? Said everything was trans, and if you weren't talking trans, you were outdated. He felt out. He's like, I feel outdated. Very gay, always went to pride. So, again, think about what's happening. The slippery slope got slipperier. Maybe you haven't changed your mind about that issue, but now the expectation is that you will. If you don't toe the new line, to maximum capacity, by the way. Not even just saying, hey, I don't care what you call yourself, but I just don't need to put my pronoun, I don't want to. Nope. X. Scarlet letter. And now you're going to have a bunch of friends who get upset because you're not putting the pronouns. I actually had people upset with me because I have a tweet I wrote the other day. I don't know if you saw this. I said, if you have pronouns in your... I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was if you have pronouns in your bios, I can't take anything else you say seriously. I meant it because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You can call yourself whatever you want, but if you have pronouns in your bio, that tells me that biology ceased to matter to you. You just don't, we're just going to throw that away. Biology doesn't matter, or you're so desperate to be included in some woke cause that you now, even though you're not trans, even though your life doesn't involve that at all, even though it doesn't affect you whatsoever, you need to put that stamp on your Twitter to be like, I'm part of the club, don't excommunicate me. See, sticker, facts boosted, he, him. I can't have respect for people who do that. It's hard. It's very hard for me. I'd love to have a conversation with people who feel it's important to put those things in. Let's sit down and talk about it. But it's very hard for me to take things seriously when people are so desperate. And the reason is, if you're so desperate to be part of that cause, you'll say anything. You'll say anything. Oh, I need to say that, people actually walk on all fours. No, actually, we don't, but I'm walking on two legs. No, you're walking on all fours. You're walking on all fours. That's what I was told to say. All fours, hashtag all fours. Really, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. And I'm tired of being lectured. I really am. I'm tired. It even would have been fine to me with, do your pronouns, do whatever you got to do. But when it became about what I need to, you're telling me what I need to do? No, that's not going to work. So here's my invitation to all of you. Don't allow yourself to be silenced. Do not allow yourself to be silenced. I don't care what that entails. Okay? You may lose a job. And by the way, I don't mean, start screaming at everybody and saying horrible things. Don't insult people. Be respectful, obviously, in your discourse. But what I'm saying is, you have an opinion. You have a right to say it. I know so many people in New York City that refused. They were like, oh my God, I'm opposed to these mandates. I didn't get the vaccine, but I would never say it. They were terrified that they would lose business. They were terrified they'd be ostracized. So you know what happened? They wound up they were silent, zipped up, little zippers. They ever see those characters, little zippers on the mouth? Can't open it up until somebody says it's okay. And they had to sit and listen to somebody else. The vaccine is amazing. Dr. Fauci, oh my God, he's the best thing since sliced bread. He knows exactly what he's doing, even though he's taken 2 rounds of drugs and now had 4 shots and he still got COVID. They have to listen to all of this constantly. So it's like a one-way show, right? One group of people has freedom and the other are silenced because they're afraid. Don't be afraid. You cannot be afraid, because if you allow yourself to be afraid to speak your mind, then the people who want to control what everybody says win. Okay? And this is not left, right. I don't care where you stand. You're a left winger listening to this. You believe in big government. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. You're a right winger. You believe in limited government. Speak your mind. You believe in the pronoun, whatever. Speak your mind. If you're one of the people out there who believe that other people should have a voice, even when they disagree with you, speak your mind. We need you. Even if you disagree with me, we need you. We need you. Our kids need you out there speaking for them. If you like the short clip, you can catch another one here, or you can catch the full episode right here.